Hey, it's Friar Phil, enjoying this beautiful summer evening. It's time to talk Lego. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me again. What a great day this has been. It's just beautiful out. And so I thought I'd do a little change of pace and film outside just because it's, I don't know, it's gotta be mid 70s, low 70s now here in Wisconsin. It's just a beautiful summer day. We've had some hot ones this year for us at least, and but today has been gorgeous. And so I thought I'd come out here earlier. I built our Lego that we're going to discuss today outside while my kids played, and what a perfect set for the outside, and that is set 6054, the Forestmen's Hideout. This is from the Forestmen theme, came out in 1988. This is my second to last castle set that I own in my collection, vintage castle I should say, from the 80s and early 90s. And next week is the piece de resistance, so you don't want to miss it, the King's Castle. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe today so you don't miss it next week. Hit that bell. But anyways, we're going to check out the Forestmen's Hideout today, get it built, put it on the brick scale. Let's get going. All right, let's get it on the brick scale. First category is build experience. This is one of my favorites. Forestmen had 7 sets as part of that sub theme of castle. This is my only one that I own, so a lot of nostalgia there. But this was a fun build. You got that hinge element just like the guarded in that we talked about last week. However, this is the whole set hinges, and so it closes up. The leaves and the archways make it really look like a tree, so I feel Lego did a really good job there. So that was fun. It was a fun element. I love the instruction. I want to show you here. You'll notice up there, notice the contrast between the existing black pieces, and then they highlight how the where the new black pieces go. I really feel like this should be a standard, especially with a set that has predominantly one color. This helps pop out. I've talked before, I've had keratoconus in my eyes, which is an eye disease. So sometimes I struggle looking at instructions, especially when it's black on black or whatever like that, the same color, and finding exactly where you're supposed to put it. And so I really enjoyed that. Build experience was a great one. 7 out of 10 for build experience. All right, headed to uniqueness, our second category. And guys, this is a doozy of a set for uniqueness. Number one, Forestmen's theme is so unique in the castle world, and so it brings that just natural element of uniqueness there. But this set has piece after piece after piece, so bear with me. I'm going to try to zip through these as quick as possible. Let's head to the minifigures. We already took a look at them, but let's talk about those. The green Forestman, the green shirt with the pouch and green hat. This is the only set in Lego history that has that minifigure. The second minifigure, the one with the red shirt and brown hat, there's only one other Forestman set that has this, so again, very unique. Then looking at the large and small green leaves, this is such a standard piece now, but this came out in 1987, the year before the set. Only one set that year that had those, and so this was the second set in Lego history to bring that piece, that type of part to the table. And what a classic piece nowadays. I just bought the tree house a few weeks back. We talked about that haul in one of my shorts, and now it's standard, it's everywhere. And so this was a really cool element to bring to the table. And then the next piece is the 1x1x5 part. Again, it's kind of a support structure. This was a new part in 1988, and the Forestmen's Hideout was one of 5 sets that year to introduce it. Then some other inside pieces, the wedge 3x3 facet. This was a new part in 1988, and this was one of 3 sets that year to have that, to introduce that part. So again, a new part in 1988. The deer head shield that the Forestmen have, this was a new part in 1988, one of 2 sets that year to introduce it. The slope inverted 3x1. This was first introduced in the black color this year with this set in 1988. It had been already used, but not in black, and so a new color for that part. The slope inverted 45-degree 3x1 double. Again, a support piece kind of behind the scenes, but this was first introduced in 87, and this is the first set to have it in black. Then the whip, again, a standard piece nowadays, but this was a new part in 1988. First set in Lego history to have that piece, that part, so that was pretty cool. And finally, that 2x2 round tile, the target. This design is in only 4 Lego sets of all history. Now, there may be another target out there that has been used, but this specific design, only 4 sets. This was the very first set to introduce that part, adding to that unique score. Guess what? Yep, 10 out of 10, perfect score for uniqueness. The 3rd set to get that this year. So excited about that. Great, unique set. 3rd category is detail. I really feel they did a good job. I mentioned this earlier. Lego did a good job of capturing that kind of like tree fort, or that fortress within a tree. Those branches, the archways, really made it look like a tree. Feel like they knocked it out of the park with that. However, there's not really much room in the interior, so not much room for detail on that aspect. So kind of etsy-ketsy, as they say in Greek. And so 5 out of 10 for detail. If you're Greek, hey, comment below. I'd love to hear you. I grew up there. And then our 4th category is display ability. You've got the ability to have this open look, as you see on the front, and then the closed look, bringing the hinge parts together. So that adds to the uniqueness of on display. Also, I feel like the Forestmen's theme, the sub-theme, is the most displayable or most unique on display of the castle sets. And so I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 for displayability. And finally, playability, our 5th category. I apologize, the sun's shining in my eyes. I hope this looks okay. I'll squint a little bit. But playability, I think my affinity for this set comes from that I grew up with the Robin Hood cartoons, and so this just brought that cartoon to life, you know, in a play set. And now kids have everything but Robin Hood awesome type cartoons, and so this still is applicable because it's something new, a new world for them to explore. And so I'm giving this a strong 7 out of 10 for playability on the brick scale, which takes us to a total of 37 out of 50. I love this set. Great set. I want to get more Forestmen sets. I gotta save up and try to get another one, snag another one here or there. If you have one, want to send me, hey, I will take it and review it for you, get it on the brick scale. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed your time. If you like this set, you enjoyed your time today, give it a big thumbs up, and we will see you next week with the King's Castle. Take care.